You are born before your body is ready. Your skin is thin, your arms barely move, and in a world without incubators, oxygen tubes, or sterile bottles, every breath has to be protected by human hands. For most of prehistory, a baby born too early faced terrifying odds. But that does not mean your ancestors simply gave up. The real question is not whether Stone Age people had a neonatal unit. They did not. The question is whether the ancient human body, the mother's body, and the entire group could become one. Imagine the birth. It happens near a sheltered camp, perhaps beneath a rock overhang or inside a hide-covered hut. A fire burns nearby, but not too close. Your mother is exhausted, and when you arrive, everyone notices that something is wrong. You are smaller than expected. Your cry is weak. Your body loses heat almost as quickly as it produces it. No written record explains what the group does next. Premature newborns leave almost no clear signature in archaeology because their bones are tiny, fragile, and difficult to preserve. Even when infant remains survive, estimating whether a baby was born early can be uncertain. So any reconstruction has to separate evidence from guesswork. The first danger is cold. A full-term newborn already struggles to control body temperature. A premature baby struggles far more because there is less body fat, thinner skin, and a larger surface area compared with body size. In an Ice Age camp, that weakness could become deadly within minutes. What could ancient caregivers do without glass boxes and electric heaters? They could use the oldest source of controlled warmth available, another human body. Your mother presses you directly against her chest. A soft hide, woven fiber, or fur wrap holds you there. Her skin warms your skin. Her breathing moves your body. Her heartbeat gives you a steady rhythm in a world that has suddenly become cold, bright, and loud. This is not proof that prehistoric people practiced a formal medical method. It is a biological inference. Modern medicine calls prolonged chest-to-chest care kangaroo mother care, and the World Health Organization recommends it for premature and low birth weight babies because it helps protect warmth, feeding, and survival. Ancient people did not know the medical name. They only needed to notice that a cold baby became warmer when held close. But warmth alone would not be enough. A baby born too early may be too weak to suck properly. The mouth opens, but the muscles tire. Milk is available, yet the baby cannot take enough of it. Could a Stone Age mother solve a feeding problem that challenges even modern hospitals? Possibly, but only if the baby was not extremely premature. A caregiver could express tiny drops of milk by hand and place them against the baby's lips. The baby might lick or swallow them slowly. Another nursing woman in the camp could help if the mother had little milk, was injured, or died during childbirth. This shared nursing is not fantasy invented for a dramatic scene. Anthropologists have documented it in several hunter-gatherer societies. Barry Hewlett's research among aka foragers in Central Africa described infants surrounded by unusually constant physical care. AKA fathers often held or stayed within arm's reach of their babies, while relatives and other caregivers also helped. That does not turn the AKA into a frozen picture of the Stone Age. No living society is a fossil, but it shows what human childcare can look like when a baby belongs to a network rather than to one exhausted parent. Anthropologist Sarah Blaffer-Hrdy calls this pattern cooperative breeding. The term does not mean humans breed like insects or farm animals. It means a mother raises a child with help from fathers, grandmothers, siblings, aunts, and unrelated companions. Hrdy argued that this shared care was crucial during human evolution because human babies are unusually helpless and expensive to keep alive. For a premature baby, that network could become the difference between constant warmth and a fatal hour alone. One person gathers fuel, another prepares food for the mother, someone else carries water. A grandmother watches the baby's breathing while the mother sleeps. A father holds the wrapped infant against his chest. Could the group understand prematurity as a medical condition? Probably not in the modern sense, but they could understand weakness, cold skin, poor feeding, silence, and the frightening change from a faint cry to no cry at all. Now reconstruct the first night. The camp grows dark. Wind moves beyond the shelter. Your body is tied against warm skin beneath layers of hide, with your face kept uncovered. The adults do not know about oxygen saturation, calories, or infection, but they watch patterns. Is your chest still rising? Are your lips changing color? Are you swallowing? Are you warmer than before? The fire is useful, but smoke is dangerous. The hide wrap protects heat, but it can also block breathing if placed badly. Milk gives energy, but forcing too much into a weak mouth can cause choking. Ancient care was not a secret miracle. It was a series of desperate judgments made without instruments. Many babies would still die. That truth appears indirectly in the archaeological record. At Arma Veirana in Italy, archaeologists led by Jamie Hodgkins studied the burial of a baby girl nicknamed Neve, who lived roughly moon years ago and died at about 40 to 50 days old. Shell ornaments and careful burial treatment showed that even a very young infant could receive deep emotional and social investment. At Krems-Wachtberg in Austria, Maria Teschler-Nicola and her colleagues studied newborn twins buried more than 1 million years ago. Genetic and microscopic evidence showed that one twin died around birth, while the other survived for several weeks. They were full-term rather than premature, but their burial reveals something important. Paleolithic families noticed individual babies, mourned them, and treated their short lives as meaningful. So the counterintuitive twist is not that ancient people possessed hidden neonatal technology. It is that the most useful technology may have been the group itself. Modern life often imagines childcare as a private task carried by 1 or 2 adults behind a closed door. Ancient survival probably worked differently. A fragile newborn required warmth every hour, feeding again and again, a protected mother, steady fuel, and eyes that stayed open when someone else collapsed from exhaustion. The smaller the baby, the more people the baby needed. Would this save a child born many months too early? Almost certainly not. Without help breathing, infection control, and specialized feeding, extreme prematurity would usually be unsurvivable. A baby born only a little early, however, might have a chance if breathing remained stable, breast milk could be taken, and human contact never stopped. That chance would also depend on season, food, shelter, the mother's health, and simple luck. A warm coastal camp was not a glacial valley. A well-fed group was not a starving one. There was no single Stone Age outcome, just thousands of families facing the same crisis with different resources. And that is where the ancient scene reaches into your life. Your species did not evolve to begin life in isolation. Your first defense was warmth borrowed from another body. Your first food came through a relationship. Your first chance depended not only on strength, but on whether other people were willing to carry your weakness for you. You are born before your body is ready, but your body was never expected to survive alone.